All right, looks like I am live. Let me refresh, make sure everybody can see me and hear me. We're going to get rocking and rolling. Supposed to have my buddy Jay today, but he was a no-show. So you guys are going to have to give him a hard time. And hopefully I'm clear. It's StreamYard. I'm going to have to stop using them there. It's like I'm blurry or something. But hopefully, let me check Facebook and see. No, look, it's somewhat clear. Let's look. Okay, yeah, I'm clear enough. Cool. On my end, it's saying, the internet is weak on StreamYard, but hopefully everybody can hear me and see me. If you can, say hello. I look clear on my Facebook, so hopefully I look clear everywhere else. But let me alert everyone that I'm going live. Hello, hello. Yeah, everybody give Jay a hard time for standing me up. He's supposed to be on here with me and just never showed up. You believe that? You believe my friend does that to me? Unbelievable. All right, so I'm just going to alert everyone, let them know I am live, and then we're going to get started here. I know, right? All right, cool. All right, so let's get started. Okie doke. So, as I do always, usually with Jay, but he stood me up today. We jump on here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. StreamYard, sometimes the announcement time, it messes up for some people. I don't know, but it's always 4 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday is our mindset, motivation, education, and inspiration. All right. So this is to help you become a better version of yourself. Now, sometimes we talk about trading. Sometimes we talk about, just different personal development aspects. And today is one of those. All right. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stop being undisciplined. Discipline means that you're capable of making sacrifices. You're disciplined. You can hold off. You can delay gratification. Right? It's if you just do something, just because you want to do that more, or you don't do something because you don't want to do that more, that's not discipline. If you're just doing whatever you want to do all the time and your life is working out great, then awesome, great. But that's not discipline. Discipline is when you want to do something right now, and instead you think, no, I'm going to forestall my gratification. Right? Maybe forever, but certainly for a long period of time, medium to long period of time. And you concentrate on something that you think at least will bear fruit, and it might be a medium amount of time, might be a long time. That's with trading, right? Trading doesn't always come to fruition immediately. So sometimes you have to continue to practice and plug in and train until you get that gratification down the road, right? So, you look into the future, so to speak, and you decide that by making today a little less impulsive, a little less pleasurable, you'll make tomorrow a little bit more secure and more productive. And then you actually do it. And that's the difficult part. Human beings have watched successful people succeed and unsuccessful people fail for thousands of years. And we thought about it over and over, right? And we drew a conclusion that the successful among us, they sacrifice. The successful among us delay gratification. The successful among us bargain with the future. You wake up in the morning and you think, okay, you ask yourself, and, this can be kind of meditative, right? What is it that I need to do today so that this will be a good day? And your brain will tell you. It'll say, that bill that's been hiding under those 5 pieces of paper on your desk? Maybe you should haul that sucker out and pay it, right? Oh, look who decided to show up. Let me get him on here. Hold on. There he is.
Got home from the gym a little late. David's all stressing out.
Yeah, I'm stressing out. I just didn't know if you were coming. But I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it.
Everybody relax.
All good. All good. All right. So I was just sharing a little bit with them, and you know,
Calling me
so
sissy and just that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But like I was saying, there's something that you're avoiding, and that makes you anxious. Your brain will pick up on that right away, and it'll say you have to do these, whatever number of commitments you have today. And if you do them, then you fulfilled your obligations. And if you listen to yourself and you do the difficult things that yourself tells you to do, because following what it is that you tell yourself to do every day, every moment is the best path. It's the best path to whatever outcome that will be, right? And what your brain tells you the best outcome is going to be. So you have to delay that gratification, but also fulfill the obligations that you need to do. So, Jay, you want to pick it up from there? Oh, are you muted?
I got it all together over here. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. I mean, if you're not ready, I can continue.
I'll let it in. I mute.
But,
So, excuse me. Goodness, and I have a cough. So, people that watch that, those are the successful, right? They're the successful and succeed, right? And the unsuccessful fail for lots and lots of years, right? They failed for a lot of years because they didn't follow that, right? And
skip. I went over. I told them all that. Skip to the next one.
Oh my gosh.
Next point. Sorry. Hey, you were late.
It's like 2 minutes. All right. Let me find where we are in my notes. Okay. So you were just talking about the outcome, right?
Yeah. So then you can tell them about the self-organization.
Yeah. So what you might say is that you could start with, David just said, right, your self-organization by improving the things that are around you and that are self-evident, right? That are not good, right? Those are the easy ones, right? And anybody can do it, right? You can sit down and, excuse me, you can sit down for 10 minutes and say, well, I'm going to be honest with myself, right? I'm going to be reflective and self-aware, right? And I'm going to be honest. And I'm probably doing a dozen stupid things, right? I'm probably doing at least a dozen that I could quit doing that are making my life, less or more wretched. And it's also impacting people around me, right? And so you think, okay, what are those 12 things, or what are those dozen things? It doesn't have to be 12. Just what are the things that are impacting your life? And if you really want to know, and you do, right, then you're going to get a bunch of information that you don't want to hear, right? It's that tough love for yourself, right? But you'll know that it's the truth, and you'll know that things that you already knew anyway. It's not going to be like some big revelation, right? It's just all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm acknowledging that this is going on, and I'm ready to deal with it.
Yeah. And you can ask yourself, and the things that you need to do, sometimes that stinks. And, it's like miserable, right? And it's not very self-affirming. But is there one of those things I would be willing to do something about that I could do something about, right? That you would do something about, which is also, like Jay said, it's another question you really don't want the answer to, because as soon as you get the answer, you have responsibility, right? Now, okay, I've gotten the answer. I know what I need to do, but now I need to do it. It's like, oh man, I have to go do that now, and it's something that you probably don't want to do. You don't want to do it, and that's why you've been avoiding it in the first place.
Yeah. And more often than not, it's right there in front of you, right? And it's some little trivial thing, some crappy thing that you're not going to do. That not doing it, you're not going to get a pat on the head or a pat on the back for doing it, right? No one's going to give you an award for it. Right? There's no more participation trophies in this arena, right? But when you do it, right, that's the kind of humility. That's the kind of humility that is going to make a change, right? And then you just keep doing that, right? And anybody can do it. It's like it's improving your character, right? It's making you a better person, and you're constraining those kinds of actions and those perceptions that you have that are going to make you sick of what's going on, right? and work against it, because that's what failure does.
Yeah. It's like, keep screwing up, man. See what's going to happen. If you think that's going to make your life better, if you think that's not going to make you, like vengeful, or you think that's not going to make you want to hurt people around you, or at the very least not help them, which is the same thing, right? Then you're just not paying attention. Everyone knows that's true. Well, that's responsibility, right? And then so you take on this great task of putting yourself together.
What's that saying? F around and find out, right? Right. And when you are getting yourself together, right, that's what gives your life meaning, right? And that helps you be strong in the face of that suffering, right? There's going to be lots of suffering in life, right? There's lots of disappointments and sadness and malevolence, right? It's like, yeah, that's going on, but there's a lot more that you probably don't even see, right? It's worse than you think, right? But you can do more about it than you think as well, right? You don't have to have, the meaning of your life, right? If you don't have enough meaning in your life, right? If you don't have something like that to focus on, then you're kind of prone to addiction, right? It's definitely the case with, even like they've done case studies, right? With rats. You put a rat in a cage, right? And you cage him by himself. He has nothing to do. And then they like give him little micro doses of cocaine, right? And he gets addicted to the point where he won't do anything, or he will do anything to get that cocaine, right? But if you throw the rat back in with a bunch of other rats, and he gets to do rat things again, right? Whatever rats do, then it's hard to get him addicted to cocaine, right? It's that isolation and being separated and not having something valuable to do, right? And so it's the purposefulness rat, right? Or purposeless rat that's prone to addiction, right? And it's the same thing for us, right? If you don't have a purpose in your life, a driving force, then you can stray and it goes downhill quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we're the same, just like that rat. We have no purpose in life. We can go down a bad path, but there is a corollary to that, which is cool. So, the magnitude of the reward you experience as you're moving toward a goal is proportionate to the importance of that goal in life and to yourself. So that means that the more important goal that you pick, the more possibility there is for some kind of reward. So if you have a purpose, it takes some of the pain out of life, right? It's very positive in that it motivates you, it energizes you, and it focuses you, and it makes you able to remember and pay attention, and it kills fear. Right? So many people going through life afraid. If you have a strong goal, a strong purpose, it'll kill that fear. So the point of today was to be able to move towards that goal, to be able to move and do the things that you should do, that you're putting off right now. You have to delay that gratification when necessary. You have to ask yourself, what can I do today to make things better? And then you go and do that thing. Stop being undisciplined and just go do it. Have a purpose and move towards that purpose. All right. So I appreciate you watching. What'd you say, Jay?
Don't be a rat.
Yeah, don't be a rat and get addicted to cocaine. But yeah, I think everybody in here can think of one thing right now that they're putting off that they know they need to do. Right? Even myself, I can think of one thing right now that I've been putting off that I probably should do. Like we all can. Well, let's go do that thing. And like I said, the proportion of the importance of that goal, the size of that goal is going to give you even that much more reward when you do it. Okay. So appreciate Jay showing up today and gracing us with his presence. But we appreciate everybody watching, and hopefully get value out of this every week. We get a lot of value out of preparing for it and, delivering it to you guys as well. So God bless. Hope everybody has a great week, and we will see you all back next time.
Take care.
Take care.